in 2020 in Pasco, Washington. I got there in December. By January 2021, a bunch of stuff had happened. Stuff that followed me from Michigan, from the Tri-Cities in 2016. In Pasco, Washington, one night, I'm sitting down. It's down the street from Union Gospel Mission, same street. Sitting down the street. It's probably about 8, 9 o'clock at night. I'm sitting there, and a man walks by me. I swear to God, with a revolver in his Ziploc bag, goes into a little, I call it a bullpen. It's like a fenced-in area down the street from Mission. Brown, the brown slats in it. And he goes in there with that. Another man, a bunch of men go in there. And if you knew what happened to you Gospel Mission, you know it wasn't a good thing for me. And a man walked in there with a baby swaddled in a cloth. And I said, I'm getting the hell out of here. I went to Palisades Park. I stayed there for a little bit, and as it started to die down at that part of Pasco, I went to the Amoco gas station. And there was a man there, and he said, hey, what's your name? I said, I went to tell him my name. He said, nope, your name's Bo from now on. What are you doing tomorrow? I said, nothing. He said, meet me here tomorrow, and I'll get you a ticket to Oklahoma. That's weird. And then he literally said, you want a beer? I said, yeah. He said, I'll give you a beer. We can share a beer. I shared a beer with him. So I'm so delusional. I mean, I can go in the store and buy a beer, and I can share it with him. I can roll cigarettes and share cigarettes with him. He comes out and literally sits down and says, this is the same thing that happened in the Center for the Homeless. No one in the Tri-Cities knew I was the Center for the Homeless. I was only there for one night. I left Indiana, stayed the night Center for the Homeless, went to Michigan, caught a train from Niles to Pasco. He knew about all of that. I ended up going to the KFC and slept in the doorway. It led me to going to Portland, Oregon. That's a long story. I'm in Portland, Oregon. I'm at the doorway of the Multnomah County Library. This is in February, right before I went to Unity to try to get away from this. And literally, a man walked up to me, strawberry birthmark on his left cheek, on his left eye, Mexican man, about 5'8", green trucker cap, Western shirt, Western belt, blue jeans, and Western boots. And he walked up from my right, to his left to me, and turned towards me, but not all the way, and said, my friend, someone offered me $1 million to kill you. And I'm so delusional, he walked into 25th Avenue Bottle Shop and bought beer from the clerk and the employees that were working in February of last year. You would never forget the man. The Mexican man, a Gorbachev birthmark all over his cheek. You have no idea. In 2016, there was literally an investigation was ended. In Mishawaka, Indiana, the investigation was ended. The man said, I didn't know my men were involved in this. I didn't know what's going on. I was broadsided by this. Riley, tell me what's going on. He said, this investigation is frozen. In Michigan, Michigan was bad. My cousin Boo Boo literally went to my cousin Linda Faye and said, I guess the feds have been watching the house, but they're not going to help him. My cousin Levi and my cousin Linda Faye and all my cousins have verified that the feds are going to... Linda Faye and Levi got an argument about it. And Netta told me what they're arguing about. The CIA was going to raid their house. I asked Linda Faye about it the next time I came over from Indiana. I came over to visit, and she said, oh, don't worry, I took care of it. I've got Officer Hodges, Kendall Police Department. He asked me how I heard something, and I said how I heard it. He said they lied to me. Benton County Fire EMT, I told him about crooked investigator, and then making an ambulance go past, and how the Benton County Sheriff's Department had to make it come back. And he said, I heard about that. My friend was on that call. EMTs, Benton County Fire Department. There's so much more, and literally, I don't know what to do. I've contacted everybody. I've got tangibles, I got witnesses, I got dates, I got names, I got departments. I don't know what to do. I've contacted UNOHCR, the Special Rapporteur. I've contacted the ICC investigators. I contacted Harvard Law, the human rights professors. I've contacted UC Berkeley Law. I've contacted Mossad. I don't know what to do. Whatever.